Hello, dear students. Let me begin with a simple question. When you take a deep breath, do you think a tree standing outside is doing the same thing? The answer is yes, but in a very different way. Both plants and animals need respiration because it is the process that releases energy locked in glucose. The chemical equation is the same for both, and here it is. C6H12O6 plus 6O2 gives 6CO2, 6H2O, and 38 ATP, or in words, 1 molecule of glucose plus 6 molecules of oxygen produces 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 6 molecules of water, and 38 molecules of adenosine triphosphate, the energy currency of life. But even though the equation looks identical, the mechanisms are not. Plants and animals have evolved unique ways of carrying out this universal life process. Let's explore how. First, let's talk about gaseous exchange. In plants, gases move in and out simply by diffusion. Oxygen enters, carbon dioxide exits through tiny openings like stomata in leaves, lenticels in stems, and even the surface of roots. There are no special respiratory organs. But in animals, it's a very different story. Oxygen is carried inside the body by the blood, bound to hemoglobin. Carbon dioxide is transported as bicarbonates and exhaled through lungs or gills. Notice the contrast. Plants manage with passive diffusion because they have lower energy needs, while animals need a fast, efficient circulatory system to supply active muscles and organs. Now, what happens when there's no oxygen? Both plants and animals can switch to anaerobic respiration, but the end products are not the same. In plants, glucose breaks down incompletely to form ethanol, that's ethyl alcohol, and carbon dioxide. In animals, especially in your muscles when you exercise hard and oxygen supply drops, the end product is lactic acid. That's why after sprinting, your muscles ache, the lactic acid builds up. So, ethanol in plants, lactic acid in animals, the difference lies in the enzymes guiding these pathways. Let's observe another fascinating difference: heat production. In animals, respiration produces a considerable amount of heat. This heat is essential for warm-blooded animals like us to maintain a steady body temperature. But in plants, respiration releases very little heat. Why? Because plants have a lower metabolic rate and no need to maintain body temperature. This is why, when you touch a plant, it feels cool, but when you put your hand near your own body, you feel the warmth of continuous heat release from respiration. Of course, despite all these differences, the foundation of respiration remains the same in plants and animals. Both break down glucose to release energy in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Both release carbon dioxide as a byproduct in aerobic respiration. Both can switch to anaerobic pathways when oxygen is scarce. And both rely on enzymes to carry out a series of carefully controlled steps. So whether it's a germinating seed in the soil or a child running on the playground, respiration is the common life force uniting them. Let's quickly recap. Plants respire by diffusion, animals by specialized transport. In plants, anaerobic respiration gives ethanol, while in animals it gives lactic acid. Plants produce little heat, animals produce much more. And yet, both plants and animals depend on respiration to fuel life itself. Isn't it wonderful? A tree standing silently in a forest and a bird flying swiftly in the sky, both are powered by the same burning of glucose, though in very different ways. Remember, respiration is the heartbeat of life, whether in the tiniest plant cell or in our own bodies. Biology truly shows us that all living beings are connected through the invisible breath of energy. Until our next session, keep observing the living world and see respiration happening all around you, quietly but powerfully.